Okay, this one's a little different than the others, and what you're going to do is write down the factors of 12. That's the constant coefficient, and then the factors of 2, which is the coefficient on x4. So let's write this down. So plus or minus. Let's see, the factors of 12 are 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, and 12. Let's make sure I got that right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. Yeah. And the factors of 2 are 1 and 2. Now, I don't want to list them all down there. I just want to, kind of go through it real quick. Set this to be a function, and then start testing things out. Like you try 1, you try minus 1, you try 2, you try minus 2. Let's just kind of quickly look at 1, and then I'll look at minus 1. Let me put this over here. And just get a feel for it. 2, minus 7, plus 10, minus 14, plus 12. Well, that's not going to do it, is it? I mean, 2 minus 7's minus 5, plus 10 is 5. It's just not going to work. And certainly if you tried minus 1, I'll put this down for you. What are you going to get? 2 plus 7 plus 10 plus 14 plus 12. Well, that looks just outrageous. That's not going to work either. So the next thing up is I'm going to erase these over here. And again, you may think it's unproductive. I learned something by doing that. All right. I want to go to 2, though. 2 looks like it might be good. Let's put f of 2 down. What do you get? Let's see. 2 times 2 is 4, 8, 16, 32. Minus, let's see, that would be 7 times 8, 56. Plus 40. Minus 28. Plus 12. Yeah, it's more demanding, but I can certainly go through it. And, 32, 40, and 12. Let's see, that's 72, 84. All right, I'll put that down. And minus 56 minus 28, let's see, that's going to be minus 84. So I have 0. This is good news, by the way, and I'll tell you why. I now know if 2 is a root, I know x minus 2 is a factor. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to, again, I'm not saying there's not other rational roots. I'm just saying I don't want to, do this division, this arithmetic anymore. I'm going to do long division because I find it somewhat easier to do. So let's write this down. X minus 2. You know what? Need more room than that. Excuse me. X minus 2. And I'm going to divide that into 2x4 minus 7x cubed plus 10x squared minus 14x plus 12. The remainder will be 0 if everything is done correctly. So what do you get over here? Let's see. I would need 2x cubed. And that would give me 2x4. Then I'm going to get minus 4x cubed, subtract. That's a cube, by the way. And repeat, minus 3 x squared. And that would give me minus 3x cubed plus 6x squared, subtract. Repeat, plus 4x. That gives you 4x squared minus 8x. And then what do you get there? Well, if you subtract that, you're going to get minus 6x plus 12 minus 6 minus 6x plus 12, remainder 0. So now I'm at this stage here where I got x minus 2 and then 2x cubed minus 3x squared plus 4x minus 6. By the way, I still have the same list, but the list has become reduced now. And I want to point out what I mean by that. I'm going to erase my long division. And not that I want to go back to the list. I really don't. But, looking at the list, the possible candidates now are the factors of 6, or which are 1, 2, 3, and 6. And then the factors of 2 would be 1 and 2. So the list is really, it's reduced. Now, you might say, well, I want to try it now. And I'm not saying you can't. I'm just saying that I just want to go on. Right? So what am I going to do now? I'm going to look at that, and I could call it a day, but I'm starting to see that, and I'm starting to see it's factorable. Let's write this down. X minus 2. And looking at the first two terms by grouping, I notice an x comes out, an x squared, I'm sorry, and you get 2x minus 3. And then the next term, I'm going to factor out a 2, and you get 2x minus 3. And what do you get over here? Well, lo and behold, you get x minus 2. They're a little different than the other ones. 2x minus 3. And then what would you get? X squared plus 2, right? I want to point out rational root here is 2. The rational root here is 3/2. I see that right here. By the way, it's still in this list as well, but this is a smaller list over here. Now, the root of this thing is not in any of those lists over there. So let's look at the k and see how we did. All right, and I'll pull this up, and I want to make sure, that, initially I got the right things down. They list them out nice and neat for me over here. You may wonder, I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 12. The other numbers that they're looking at is 1/2 and 3/2, and that's coming from the ratio, with the ratio of a 2 there. All right, we found x equals 2. We did do that. We evaluate that. It came out to be 0, so we knew that x minus 2 was a factor. Then what we did was we used that in long division, and I think there might be an error somewhere. So I'm going to say over here, I see an error here right now. So I'm going to write down what the correction is there. And the correction, this should be 2x cubed. Let's see, minus 3x squared. Let's see, plus 4x minus 6. And that's probably a typo error. Let's see if I got the final answer, though. X minus 2, 2x minus 3. Yep, x squared plus 2. All right, so a little error. I want to circle that again for you and claim this is an error. This is wrong. I'm going to cross it out, and that's the right thing here. So my work is up. The work is good up here. All right, and if you want, I guess you could check it by multiplying it out, but I'll call it a day. All right. I do want to point out that I do make errors. If you think I made an error, you need to reach out to me. My name is Ron Bannon. My email address is B as in boy, the @ symbol, NNON.US. All right. Thank you.